Hey there, and how are you doing in the time of Corona? I'm here in an empty office at Ninja Teacher Academy. Things have been really quiet, ramping down. If you saw my last video, you would have seen that I was talking about should you stay or should you go if you're in Vietnam. And I think we've just reached that point now where everyone has pretty much made their decision. Are they going to stay here and wait it out, or are they going to leave and go home? Because flights are pretty much dying down. There's airlines cancelling all the flights left, right and center. And by the time you're watching this, it's probably going to be the case that you've decided whether you're staying or going. So you're either in Vietnam sticking it out, or you're back home wherever you're from. And yeah, it's a bit daunting to be stuck indoors for days or weeks on end, because that's most likely going to be the case for you. Not many people are going out to work, and all of that, depending on what country you're from, might be more strict or less strict, but we all know that you should be limiting contact with people, social distancing. That's what you're supposed to be doing right now. So how can we use our time well and also make some money? Because we're not in a good financial position right now, most people, and people need to do something from home. There we go, just need to get a new battery. So yes, teaching online is the solution. It's been around for a while now. It is now currently the Wild West of teaching English online. Everyone wants to do it. There's millions of people in Asia who want to learn English, who are also stuck at home, and that is the perfect time for you as a native English speaker or near native English speaker to be teaching people how to speak English. Now is the time to do it. So how can you go about teaching English online? Everyone is jumping on this bandwagon, so there's a lot of information out there already, but I thought I'd give you my tips on how you can go about doing this. So my number one tip is apply to multiple different companies, because number one, you might not get into a few of them to start. That's okay, it happens, it's hit or miss. There are enough companies that if you don't get hired by one company, it's okay, you'll get hired by another one. Also have multiple companies that you're working for at any given time, because you never know what might happen. You might lose the job for whatever reasons, you might have some technical difficulties and get let go. So have at least 2 platforms that you're using at any given time so that you can have some kind of consistent income with teaching online. So how do you go about finding a job? Well, you can just Google lists of different companies. That might be a longer process. What I'd recommend is going to Facebook groups, just searching Facebook for teaching English online, and you'll find different groups dedicated to it. And a lot of them will have lists of different companies, and there'll be different people posting about the companies that they work for. So you can easily jump into those groups and find a bunch of companies that you can apply for. One thing to note about that is be wary about the fact that a lot of teachers get a referral link for the company that they work for, so that they can get a kickback for any teacher that they recruit, or when they post their link, someone clicks on the link and then signs up, they get a kickback. Nothing wrong with that per se, but just be aware that people are incentivized to get you to sign up for their platform, so you're not necessarily getting unbiased advice. Not to say people are, not being honest about their companies and being straightforward about the pros and cons, but there might be some kind of concealment of, downsides of certain companies. So you can't be sure, at least, of getting the correct information. However, it's enough to get you a list of schools. That's good place to start. So then make sure you have a TEFL certification. If you haven't done one online yet, that's a good way to do it. Obviously, we run our in-classroom training course, but that's not happening for at least a few months until things blow over. And you don't necessarily need to do an in-class course to teach online either. So we did put out our online TEFL course recently. It's got a lot of recordings from the classroom, really nice and interactive, multimedia kind of online course that's not boring, so you can work your way through that and then get a certificate that you can use to work online. Go for that if you want, otherwise there's plenty of other courses out there. And then you'll want to go ahead and apply for these companies, go through the application process. Now each application process is a little bit different for different companies. Some may hire you themselves as a contractor, freelancer, employee even. Some might just have you create a profile on their site, and then students can book directly with you if they want to basically learn from you as an individual. So you like build up your profile. Those are like the two main types of opportunities I've seen online. And obviously there's different forms and different age groups and different details and different pay. So you'll go through that application process. From my experience, I would say most are like a week to 2 weeks. Maybe even a little bit less than a week, depending on the company. And then you're hired, you can start teaching English online, make some money. Boom. So anyway, we put together a short little course for all of you that are interested in teaching online. I basically gave you right now everything that you need to know to go ahead and do this. However, we did put together a course to make it easier for you. So we have a short session on how to teach online, what it's all about, how you apply, a basic breakdown, short video presentation on that. And then we have a list of about 100 schools, as well as details of the different schools, links so you can apply directly to them. Again, without all the maybe misinformation that you might be getting from people. And then we also got, I think it's about 4 or 5 students last week to present about the schools that they're working for, so that you can see the exact behind the scenes details of what the school's offering, the application process that they went through, all the benefits and the payment structures and how you get paid and all of that stuff. So that's, I think, 4 or 5 videos that we've got of school presentations. Plus we are planning to get another session done with Claire, our trainer, about how to teach English online well. So that will also be useful so that you can actually translate any skills you have in the classroom, or if you don't have any skills yet, how to actually teach English online well. So right now we're offering this for $7 until the end of March, till March 31st. So basically it's an insignificant amount considering you're going to be earning $10 to $20 per hour. And that's just going to be helpful if you just want to sign up for that, get all the information you need right away, not have to wade through different groups and watch different YouTube channels and try and figure out what's going on. This is just a straightforward, simple way to get started as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's just a little. Sure, you can go find that information online, like I said, but it's just a no-brainer. We're just charging that so that we can put some time into keeping it updated. So yeah, you get the latest information. So if you want to just save a bit of time and energy and just get the information straight to you, you can head over to ninjateacher.com and sign up for that. And again, if you want to do an online TEFL, that's also usually a requirement for most of the schools. So feel free to check that out. Ninja Teacher might have some cool online teaching opportunities in the future. We're working on something, although it is going to be exclusively for Ninja Teacher alumni, so we're helping out our own teachers first. We might make it public in the future, but stay tuned for that if you're just curious about what we're doing with regards to moving online, because that's what you got to do right now. Okay, that's it from me. I will speak to you again in another video very soon. Hope everyone's doing okay. Stay strong and wash your hands. Okay, peace.